We got Ghoul in the house, new tape, just dropped. Is it cool if we talk about it a little bit? Is that chill? You produced a cassette. Have any of you produced a cassette tape before?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
We had a lot of help from Nick Keeling. He did all the tape dubbing and got everything set for us.
Nick is
Shout
the
out
dude.
to him, yeah. Shout out.
I think that we should listen to this first song, and then that's gonna cue up the hit single "Heaven." And then so listen to this song, just so people know what Ghoul Jr. is all about. We'll talk about tapes and stuff, and then we will listen to the next song. And so this is Ghoul Jr. This first song is called, I can pronounce this. I know what this word is. Masabilia. Wow, so that was the first broadcast of this brand new Ghoul Jr. song off this brand new Ghoul Jr. tape. And Brand New is a pretty cool band, and Ghoul Jr. is in the house, and they're kind of a brand new band. And like brand new, like early brand new, but then also just formed like this year, this calendar year in the 2000s. Keegan, how'd you get together? Veronica, tell me about the band Lottery. Reese, but Veronica, band Lottery.
Band Lottery.
How was that?
We played our first show at the Band Lotto, thanks to Vince, who put that together in February. And we were a three-piece then. It was me on bass, Keegan on guitar and vocals, and Dylan Decker on drums.
Do you want to describe the band Lottery real quick? Well, Reese wasn't part of the band lottery, right?
Correct.
No.
So Reese, you got nothing to say but out.
Nope.
But Keegan, you were there.
Yeah.
So what was it like getting paired with Veronica?
Yeah, it was awesome. I was super nervous, like, when they were going to draw the names. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be put with people I don't even know. And then, Veronica messaged me and was like, yeah, like, we're in the same band for the band lotto, so we were really stoked on that. And, yeah, when we, like, wrote the songs, like, they sound... I mean, some of the songs we ended up using and re-recording and putting, like, on the tape now. But, like, they sounded so different, like, when we first wrote them and stuff to now. So it's pretty cool to see how far they've came.
So you knew Veronica. Did you know Dylan is the name of your drummer, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Dylan? Did you both know
Who could
Dylan
not be here,
beforehand?
by the way.
Poor Dylan.
Right.
He's doing chores because he only gets one day off a week.
Oh, goodness. But did you both know Dylan? Did you know Dylan?
Yeah, he's a roommate of mine.
Ah,
so
okay.
It was very convenient.
Nice.
That it worked out this way.
Yeah,
Sweet.
and I played acoustically, like, solo stuff, and so, like, I'd played at Blips and Shits before. Shout out to
Okay.
Blips and Shits.
Keegan.
And, so I had been, familiar with Veronica and stuff, so, yeah.
And did you have an idea of what your sound was going to be from the get-go? Like, what was that first practice like? Or was there, like, a group message before the first practice?
Yeah, well... It's kind of funny. I don't even know, like, how to describe, like, the very first time, like, we jammed. It was probably, like, just, like, post-rock, like, I don't know,
Okay.
just, like...
So I'm thinking
It
Linkin
was very
Park right now.
different.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even... We had
I'm not
no...
good at genres.
We had no idea, like, what we were gonna, like, do at first. And
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the songs we didn't even finish until, like, a couple weeks before, like, we were supposed to play, so...
Yeah, we spent a lot of time just jamming and kind of like getting a feel for each other's playing, I think, before we really had anything set
Okay.
in stone.
And Keegan, you had been performing solo. Veronica, was this your first show?
First show ever.
Wow, the
Yeah.
Band Lotto first show. How did it go? Because I was there, and I might be biased, but I thought it went fucking awesomely, and I was excited about Ghoul Jr. from the get-go.
I think our set like went really well. I was super nervous, but it was a really good first show for me.
Oh,
so,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's fast forward. Let's get Reese into the conversation. Reese, when did you first hear about Ghoul Jr.?
Well, so it was what was it?
Vince's Band Lotto?
No, the what Vincent's?
Oh, yeah, okay. Disclaimer, we weren't called Ghoul Jr. at our first show.
I thought that was so
My revisionist history.
Yeah, we were called Jan, Michael, and the Vincents.
What? I don't remember that at all.
True.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Yeah, Rick and Morty inspired. I guess,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
As usual in this town.
Sure.
Yeah.
I haven't seen an episode 'cause I'm too cool, but way too cool for that. Okay.
Yeah, so we changed to Ghoul Jr. When we wanted to like keep it going after the band Lotto.
Okay, so Reese, you hear about this Rick and Morty band, and you're like,
Another one.
and you're like, I got to get on drums. Is that
Well,
what you said?
that's not what I was said. I think I was away out of the state. Yes, I was in Massachusetts, and just like that ringtone you hear, I get a text from Keegan, and he's asking if that he had formed this band from the Band Lotto with Veronica and Dylan, and asked if I wanted to play guitar, because Keegan and I have done some dual guitar jams in the past.
Sick.
And we enjoyed our little sessions doing that. And then so when I returned, we tried it, and we just experimented with some things, and it went all right. And then I knew that Dylan played a little bit in guitar, and at this point he's on the drums still.
Mm-hmm.
And so we switched off, and I guess that just clicked a little bit better when I moved on the drums, and he was playing the guitar.
So did that influence change the sound at all when you when Reese landed on the drums, Dylan on guitar?
Yeah, I think like Reese said, I think it just it flowed better. We just clicked better, and I don't know like what it would sound like if we had things switched up.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Okay. What about like, are there any influences that everyone in the band goes to? Is there any like bands that you all look up to at the same time, simultaneously? Veronica, what do you think?
Well, I know I've been inspired thanks to these two guys over here. I think Yuck was a big influence on both of them.
Okay.
And since then I've been listening to them a bit more, and it's growing on
Who's
me
that?
too, for sure.
never heard of Yuck?
Is that from Rick and Morty?
Ryan Dunn.
I don't listen to music. Excuse me, Yuck. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were, when were they on Fuse? Were they on Fuse? That's all my music I give is from Fuse.
Or Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto. I mean, I just saw Blade Runner 2 times this weekend, so.
Yeah, I think like Yuck. I don't know. I've heard like Weezer, old Weezer like thrown around and stuff like that. You mentioned old brand new. That's definitely something I like.
So did you decide on like a sound, or did you just like, did you have like an end point and then like you filled in the map on the way, or was it just completely trailblazing, just like whatever happens?
I feel like it was kind of just whatever happens. We had this like kind of idea. We were like, we want like fuzzy, like kind of a blown out like style aesthetic, and we just kind of wanted to incorporate that into whatever we ended up making.
My girlfriend just informed me that I own a Yuck album. We have one in our apartment right now. My bad. I'm sure they're great.
Thanks for clearing that up, Melissa.
And when did you decide, like, okay, we want to, like, for realsies, do a legit cassette tape that sounds real good and stuff, and, like, put a lot of time and effort into this project? Like, when did that happen, Veronica?
I think it was towards the end of the spring. We'd played a good amount of shows, and we had, like, some songs set that we really liked. We found out Reese was leaving to go to college, and we're like, hey, we should probably record this stuff before he leaves us.
Archive it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like the main like push to get us to record. I don't think it would have happened as fast if like we didn't have that, but I'm glad we did. And we just decided after recording in August that we'd set a date to release it, and it just so happened to line up really well with a good show coming through town. So
Yes.
yeah.
I want to talk more about that and more about the recording process in Springfield. But first, I want to listen to this next song. I call it a hit. Okay. This is like, if you were That Thing You Do, this would let the movie, if you were the Oneaters, this would be That Thing You Do. And so, Keegan, I've heard you perform this song solo as well. Is this one of those songs that you had before you got into Jane and the Velvets?
There's a couple songs. We wrote all of the songs like a little differently, but a couple of them, we had prior as like Jen, Michael, and the Vincents, and but then prior to that, I had kind of like written them acoustically, and I think this song was one of them. And yeah, it's had like many different forms up until now, but I think it's the best song that it could be now.
Awesome. Wow. Okay, cool. So let's listen to it. This is Heaven by Ghoul Jr. off the new tape. Just Ghoul Jr.?
Yeah.
Self-titled.
Nobody wants to go to heaven.
Wow. Ghoul Jr., Heaven. Here on WEFT Champaign, Cassette Cacophony, playing cassettes all the way until 1 a.m. It used to be 2 a.m. That was a bother. That was tough. I don't do that anymore. Just go to 1 now. And I have
Keep them wanting more.
I have a lot of Ghoul Jr. We just don't have Dylan, unfortunately, because he's a busy businessman, and I understand all of that. But we have everyone else in the station right now, hanging out.
And Tyler.
And so and Tyler. Tyler, do you want to ask a question?
Sure.
Okay. You don't have to.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, cool.
Great to be talking with you guys. How do you guys want people to feel when they listen to your music?
Wow.
Or after seeing a show, or during a show?
That's a great question.
Keep an ear out for Tyler's show because it's going to be sick. I can tell already. So, what are the feelings like?
To become speechless and not know how to respond back.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I think you're projecting your current situation there a little bit, possibly.
I
I mean, that's our intention. I mean,
What about Keegan? What's Keegan think?
I guess I like to think that I just want it to be fun, like fun for everyone, fun for us, fun for the people that listen. And yeah, like definitely at our shows, like I just want people to have a good time, even if I guess some of the lyrics may be kind of melancholy or kind of bummer, but I want to keep the vibe, happy and fun. So yeah.
What about you, Veronica? When you're out there playing a show, like, do you care about what anybody's thinking? Do you have any predispositions? I'm not even sure if that's a word, as to how you want people to react to what you're doing up there in front of everybody?
I think I agree with what Keegan said mostly. I think it's interesting for me because I'm pretty new to playing shows in general. You asked if I care, like what people think, I guess.
Yeah.
I try not to. I try to just have a good time, and I think that's worked pretty well for us. I think we vibe really well together when we're playing. So.
Oh yeah, and like everyone, like the support from everyone's been so awesome. So shout out to everyone that's like listened to us and like came to shows and stuff. Like it's been super cool.
For sure.
Y'all are like something to support and believe in, and that's like legit.
well, we've still played some shows where like turnout's been low, but like those are still just as fun ever so often. So I mean, I guess it's a lot of times it's a quality over quantity kind of a thing with deals, because I mean it's just if you bring the energy, the energy will be like reciprocated back. And it'll be like back and forth until it becomes like the best show ever.
Some of the best shows I've been to have been ones where it's like me, one other person, and then just like the rest of the bands. Exactly. And it's just like everyone that's there really wants to be there and really wants to like just like groove to some cool tunes, and like those make the best shows sometimes. All right, so the quality of this cassette, I must say, and I've thought this since I heard the single on the Bandcamp page, just like so legit. Such a good recording, and this is like, and I definitely credit where credit's due to the producers, Southtown Recordings,
Kyle Noonan.
Yep, Springfield, Illinois.
That's working with an act on this scale and this budget. I'm trying not to be disparaging to you right now, but like it sounds legit. Like if Blink-182 were to come out with a tape today with their billions of dollars, they couldn't get the sound as sick as this sounds. Like praise be
so much better than Blink-182. Why would you compare us to Blink-182?
I thought you were mad at me for saying that you could be better than Blink-182.
Wow.
Excuse me.
If you want to talk about like Blink-182,
this is the house that Blink built. This is the house that Blink built. Okay, I'm about to fist fight Reese over here over some Blink-182 stuff. But no. So what was it like going into this recording studio? How did you set it up, even?
Well, I'm
Veronica.
good friends with Kyle. I've done some live video sessions with him out in Springfield, and he just set up the studio. It's been less than a year now that they've had it there, and he's like, "Hey, I'll hook it up if you guys want to record through me." And I was like, "Yeah, totally." So basically, a friend helping us out. And he's super talented. He's done a lot of good work for other people too. So.
And this was out in Springfield. Was this recorded like in just a couple sessions? Was it like over just a couple sessions? And so was it one day? I don't know how music works.
Yeah, so we had a set date of which we knew we had the hop in there is actually the same date as a show we played, which was Black Sheep Fest. Is that just what it was called? Okay. And so coming in, we figured, all right, so be it with time and the fact that this is kind of like, a debut, just kind of fun thing we want to do, let's just try and live track this.
Okay.
And so that was the intention, and we get in there, and I think just a part of the reason why we wanted to live track is because too, like, we didn't want to be able to crunch too much time and just kind of have it be a little bit more laid back.
Okay.
And just kind of, I don't know, just allowed us to breathe a little bit more.
Chill.
Yeah.
Keeping it chill.
And so it was just like, okay, we're set up here, ready, set, go. And we would just do what we tried to do in practice. Try. Some songs were a little easier than others. Actually, the song you just heard was our first take.
Wow.
That was the first take.
Intense.
And I think we knew too, like when we did it. Other ones though, we had to go back and do maybe like closer to the double digits.
And Keegan, you said you're going for like a fuzzy sound. So does that involve tuning a certain way? I don't know anything about music. Does that involve like turning that tone knob a certain direction? Like, how do you achieve this fuzziness that you were going for?
Drop them down, all the strings.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think we're all on standard tuning, but
okay.
We try and do it's all about the effects on the guitars and stuff, and
Pedals,
the vocals a little bit too.
everything.
Yeah, Kyle really helped us out with that. Shout out to Mario from Bottom Bracket. He let us use his amp, or let me use his amp during the recording process, and they had a rat pedal, which is like just, this really like heavy distortion, like fuzzy pedal, and it really like helped with the sound. I think gave us that like sound that we were going for.
Going for it. Awesome. Okay, so let's talk about this show coming up October 13th. Is that what Friday is?
Friday.
Yep.
Friday. 13th.
13th.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Halloween. So that's going to...
It's going to be Halloween. That's right.
It's going to be sick. And there's a party
Spooky.
at Blips and Chits. I said a party. There's a show at Blips and Chits.
It's a party. It's a party.
It's going to be an
party.
effing party, y'all. Because it's your tape release show.
Oh yeah,
It
and
is.
The Looming is coming through. You're not gonna want to.
Yeah. I've heard them on
Winder's also
NPR.
playing, yeah. Oh yeah.
And Winder. I don't think I've heard them on NPR. I bet. I'm sure Isaac's pulled some strings on them on there before.
This is actually going to be Isaac's final show with Winder.
Yeah?
So this will be your only chance to come out.
Oh, well, then you got to get out and on the streets.
See it one more time.
Yeah, I
In
think
the
like,
house?
the whole lineup is going to change after this show for them. So we'll be like a whole new band,
Okay.
most likely.
Okay. You got this show coming up, and do you have any added pressure because it's like this is your tape debut? You got to bring it. It's got to be on point. You got to sell. You got to move product. You got to make sure people know what they're getting.
Well, there was no pressure until now.
You're welcome.
I'm really stoked for it, honestly. Like I
Yeah.
don't really feel any pressure to
Playing with a band like Looming,
I mean
on the same bill,
when you
that's
put it
sick.
that way,
True.
like
that's going to be awesome.
no, yeah, we're really stoked for it. I mean, I've just been excited for it, honestly.
Awesome. What time is the show?
It's like 8.
Yeah. Blink-182 will be opening.
Blink-182 is going to be there. Sick. Awesome. And then Angel and Airwaves closing out the show. Tom DeLonge's going to be out front selling his Macbeth shoes. It's going to be a good time. A party for all.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, Tyler, you got anything else to ask Ghoul Jr.? Can we listen to another song?
What's the next song called?
The next song... Keegan, what's that next song called?
The next song is called Loose Ends.
And what's this song about?
It's just kind of a more happier song, I think. Kind of, well, I don't know. It's it's kind of more like melancholy, I guess. Actually, now that totally changed my answer. It's kind of like just like a frivolous kind of love song, I guess. Like,
Sick.
Yeah. Well, how do I
My
When you
favorite
don't
kind.
know where the night's going,
Yeah.
but you know that I'll see you in the morning.
Whoa. There might be some foreshadowing.
on your friends and you keep saying he's not so bad, but he still owes $50 to your dad. He can't hold a job for longer than a week, cause he reads and sleeps until 3. Dates like dollar menu, Taco Bell or Pizza Hut buffet. You need to give me rides when we hang out, but it's better than sleeping on the couch. I'll be your deadbeat boyfriend. I'll be your deadbeat boyfriend. I'll be your deadbeat
Not bad.
That was awesome. And this tape is fucking sick. Great job to all of you. So the tape is done. How does it feel? Veronica, you have a tape out in the world.
It feels pretty awesome.
Yeah?
It's a verse for me, so I'm stoked on it for sure.
Are you still like living it, like realizing it, feeling it, like
I guess
figuring it out?
I think we'll really realize it on Friday when we get to like give them to people and stuff. So we still gotta cut all the J cards and assemble them all still. So.
Oh, for sure. So it's
Still
just
got
like,
some work to do.
wow. Do you have a paper cutter, like a big one? Or
I
you
do,
use
I do at my
scissors?
work.
You should ask.
I do at my work. Yeah, we have a paper cutter there. I asked someone for advice, and they said to use like a X-Acto knife.
Oh.
They said that's like
And just like run it
pretty
down.
precise with like a ruler or something.
Okay.
Might do that.
Keegan's got some experience with X-Acto knives.
Yeah? Surgeon?
Yeah.
Have you
part-time
killed
surgeon.
somebody?
No, yeah. A lot of experience breaking down boxes and.
Oh, for
crap
sure.
with,
I know that game. Play that game at Smoothie King on the reg. So, y'all DIY. How do you figure out like how you're going to design this? Veronica, I know that you've got great taste, and eye for what's cool. All y'all got great style. So how did you decide how to make? Because if I was as like cool and trendy as all of you are, I would feel a lot of like pressure behind making this like look super cool, and it does. It's sick. So do you want to just describe this artwork that's on the front for me and how you kind of chose the aesthetic and the color, Veronica?
So the artwork is done by someone named Magda. She did live here in town. She just moved to Seattle, but she's like a graphic designer, and her Instagram's got a lot of cool work on it. So we talked with her, and we were like, hey, we'd like to use one of your designs for our tape. And she kind of worked with us and like did some different color variations, and we kind of came to that as the
You're like, we want to
final
match
product.
Keegan's shirt at this moment. So we're going to choose some maroony type stuff and a nice eggshell.
That's
in the background?
exactly like how it went down.
Yep.
How did you choose to use her art? Was it just like, have you liked it for a while and you're like, if I ever had a tape, I'm going to try to get some of that artwork on
I
it?
personally have, yeah. I met
Yeah.
her a couple months ago, and I really liked her work, and I suggested her to the other guys, and I was like, hey, we should use her for our album art.
I'm glad you
So
did.
I got them to agree with me on that.
It's super cool. What about like track order? How did you decide to put like Heaven second? You know, you didn't want to lead with your heavy hitter with your single.
I think we we just found what flowed more playing live, and then we just kept that order when we decided to record.
Okay.
And but yeah, I don't know. I guess having Heaven be the single, we just thought it was cool how it just punches back with that drum fill and just goes into something a lot more solid.
Awesome. So this tape, it was meant to capture the essence of this moment in time where you have Reese here, you're playing these shows in the beautiful Champaign-Urbana music scene all over Central Illinois. Have you been up to Chicago?
Not yet.
No, yeah. Okay, so it's just Central Illinois, hanging out, playing shows. You got this awesome tape recorded. Reese is off in Asheville, North Carolina, going to school, becoming a learned person. Congratulations.
Trying to relearn how to become a learning person again.
It's tough. It's tough. College dropout over here. But
Technically, me too.
what's well dropping back in.
Yeah. Just sticking the toes back in the pool.
So what's the future of Ghoul Jr. like? Has there been that conversation yet?
Yeah, we actually we met someone who's going to be filling in on drums
Okay.
while in Reese's absence.
Oh, that's awesome.
His name's Elliot. He's great.
Cool.
We have a bunch of shows lined up pretty much till December.
Okay.
We have this Friday
Yes.
in Champaign. Then we're gonna actually be going up to Dubuque, Iowa.
Ooh.
Like the 18th, like Wednesday, to play with Kayak Jones, Void, Table Talk, some pretty sick bands.
Sweet.
So yeah, and then November and December we got some shows also.
They're playing at an indoor skate park. I'm very jealous. I'm not going to be.
Where
playing that.
at?
In Dubuque.
In Dubuque?
Yep.
Sick.
Yeah, Brian, you got to go.
I should. That sounds cool. All right. Well, I'm glad that you're still going because I think you got something super cool here. And I'm excited to see you perform. Hopefully this Friday. I need to check my schedule, see when I'm working. And hopefully in the future, a bunch, maybe while dropping in on a half pipe in an indoor skate park. I don't know. But
Legend.
was there anything else? I just want to throw out again, October 13th, tape release show with Looming and Winder at Blips and Shits, around 8:30-ish,
Yeah.
see what happens.
Come early and hang out.
Yeah. No one does that. It's too bad. They
Punch
should.
time.
We all should, though. Everyone get there, 8:30 sharp. Everyone bring a dish to share,
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
a crock pot full of veggie hot dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be a potluck now.
Okay, cool. I just started it. Potluck. I'm bringing the cosmic brownies. It's going to be tight.
Cosmic brownies.
Yeah, like a whole box of them. They're so good. You can get like 4 at Dollar General for $2 right now. I just got
Nice.
these. I just got.
How cosmic are they?
They're. I didn't get those actually. I went past those. I was looking for headphones, which I got $3. Not these ones. I didn't. They're somewhere though. I don't know where they are. Wait, these ones.
Around your neck.
$3. $3.
I thought that was a choker.
Yeah.
Oh,
like is
I
he
pulled
okay?
that off. Yeah, no, it's cool. I want to get one of those Avril Lavigne ones. Anyways, thanks for coming in, bringing your tape, bringing me my tape. This is my tape now, right? I
Yeah.
get to keep this?
Yep,
Yeah,
the first
actually.
one.
First tape right here, unmarked. Wait, I'm going to have you all sign it. Is that cool? And then I'm going to have Dylan sign it at the show. And I have presents to give all of you. Hopefully I don't forget by the time you get out of here. But actually, Keegan, do you want to go over to all those tapes over there and pick any cassette for me to play right now? Hopefully it's
Uh-oh.
queued up to a song.
Wow.
And we're going to keep going because this is Cassette Cacophony, playing cassettes from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. with Tyler 2 weeks in a row.
He picked one really quickly.
Okay. So we got
Classic
some
nectar.
We might listen to a couple cuts off of this. I think it's queued up to the start. So this is probably Ursa Minor and Change Your Mind by Nectar, another awesome local band who actually Veronica was taking pictures of at Curtis Orchard this morning.
This
How
is
did
true.
that go?
It was fun.
Is that cool? You
was
saw
really-
Melissa?
I did see Melissa and
Yeah.
Sinead. It was
Yeah.
super packed. There were a lot of people,
Oh, I bet.
so that was
Great weather.
annoying.
Did you
No,
like
it was a good time though.
interact with them? Did you have Jake like body slam somebody all wrestler style?
Thankfully, we didn't have to do that.
Okay, 'cause you never know what he's gonna do. But anyways, Nectar.